so that I can post the recording. So hi guys, welcome to the Team Nourished team call. It is Thursday, March the 18th. And just in case I forget to mention it later on, Hawaii does not participate in the time zone change. And so this week's call is at our normal time, but next week's call will be at 9 p.m. Eastern. Jamie, next week's call will not change for us. It will be 3 p.m., whereas this is normally 2. So just in case you guys, I forget to mention it, or if you're passing that down along, because I know Carrie and Amanda, you guys have teams of people who are working. And so please be sure to let them know that next week it will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Hawaii time. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I will screen
You mean
share.
9 p.m. Eastern?
Yep. What did I say? 8?
You said 8.
Stop. I don't know what I'm doing. See, this is why.
Me neither.
I appreciate that Hawaii doesn't participate in the time change. Like, I think it's great, but it really messes me up for like weeks, because then I have to calculate. So now we're 6 hours behind Eastern, and my family being on the East Coast, that's always kind of hard, because I'm like, hold on, now what? And then I'll get used to it, and then it'll be 5. So it's very confusing. So let's go ahead and get started, because I have a lot to go over. Well, I feel like I have a lot. Maybe I don't. We'll see. What am I doing? Where's the thing? Slideshow. There we go. Play from the start. So welcome. And we are going to start off our weekly call with some celebration. And so congratulations to our weekly top 5. The weekly top 5, just in case you are not aware, is made up of people who are actively enrolling other people. They're helping. They are getting people started on their journey. They are enrolling coaches, whether they're working or discount or anything else, but they are doing things with their business. And I am super excited to celebrate Jamie Runner on the #1 spot, which is not surprising, you guys, because Jamie Runner hit SC8 in like 2 days. Like, literally, what did it take you? Like 2 days, and you had helped 4 people. It was amazing. So congratulations to her. That is really, really huge. And I was kind of shouting you out and talking you up in a couple of other coaching circles of people that don't really know all the people on our team, and you don't know them, and they're like, oh my gosh, who's this Jamie Runner girl lighting up the boards? And I was like, y'all, you have to go watch her social media. You have to see what she's doing with herself. Guys, Jamie's Success Club points are only because of her excitement and her physical journey. It is not because she has some kind of amazing knowledge of product sales or coaching service, and she doesn't have a degree in exercise physiology. Like, it literally is because she is a product of the product, and she's sharing it boldly. That's why she's helping people. And because her mission, I know, Jamie, you've shared this with me before, but your mission is just to help somebody feel like you feel. And I think if we keep that as our forefront of why we share and why we do what we do, is because we desperately want someone else to feel how we feel, it will never come off salesy. It will never come off pushy. It will never come off inauthentic. It is only a byproduct of our excitement of our own journey. So congratulations, Jamie, on hitting the #1 spot this week. Carrie Summers is coming in at #2. Megan Broski at #3. Congratulations. Matt Porter at #4, and Paige Yorgi at #5. Those of us who have helped 3 or more people this month are in the Success Club portion of this board. So myself at SC11, Jamie Runner at SC8, Carrie Summers at SC6, and Emma Shaw at SC6 as well. And you guys, just so you know, Emma Shaw did hit, it's not official, it won't be official to the end of the month, but she did hit Success Starter month 3, which gets her into a test group. And I'm really, really excited about that for her. I am so stoked, so pumped. And am really, really excited that she gets that opportunity. So congratulations to those of you who have hit Success Club already this month. Continue to help more people. Don't slow down now. I promise you there are a lot more people to help. I took this slide out, and I kind of have forgotten to put it back in, but just in case you don't remember what it means to help 3 or more people and are Emerald. So you do have to be an Emerald coach, which means you have 2 coaches underneath of you, 1 on each side. and you have to hit Success Club. But if you do that and you hit Success Club 6 to 8 or 6 to 9, I guess I should say, you get to 5 to 9. I'm like, hold on, that doesn't sound right. 5 to 9, which is confusing, but it shouldn't be odd numbers. But now they're retention points, and it's confusing again. But anywhere between SC5 and SC9, and you are an Emerald coach, and you've hit those numbers, you get Beachbody free leads. Meaning, when somebody goes on Beachbody On Demand and signs up for an account, for a free account, you get in the lead generation wheel. So you get those people just randomly assigned to you. Every single person that signs up on Beachbody gets a coach. So whether they know it or not, whether that coach ever reaches out to them or not, they get one. So if you are Emerald and above and you've helped 3 people this month or 4 people this month, then you get to be a part of that for next month. If you helped 5 people or more, so that's Success Club 10 or more, you get paid leads. So that's when somebody logs on and is like, "Ooh, I saw this. This is my favorite one. Saw this girl on Instagram drinking this Shakeology. So I Googled it and I bought it." Guess what? If she didn't buy it from someone she knows and didn't use their link and share a cart and all of that, that person gets assigned a random coach. And if you are Emerald or above and Success Club 10 or more, that person can be you, and you get their commission, you get all this stuff. So it definitely benefits you to do that. And I am a firm believer in, I will not leave Beachbody money on the table. If they're offering me free money, I want to be a part of it. So in any given month, I can make between, some months it's as low as 200 in customer leads, and some months, like last April, I want to say I made like $800 in Beachbody leads. I did nothing for that, nothing other than maintain Emerald status and SC10 the month before. So it's definitely a benefit to do that and do it consistently. So congratulations to those of you who are on the board, who have helped one person: Allie Lamb, Jennifer Lotes, Amanda Harold, Kendall Phones, and Megan Broski. Congratulations, ladies. I know I think some of you guys hit Success Club last month, but if you did not hit Success Club last month and you were a part of the Team Cup, you have the second chance. So that means you get, if you hit Success Club 6, you get the little massage roller thing. And if everyone from your team last month hit Success Club 6 this month, you all get the 9-week Control Freak sweatshirt, which is pretty sweet. Our Success Club prize for this month is a really cute t-shirt. I'll have to post the picture. I have not taken the time to do that. It's a really cute t-shirt though. So congratulations, you guys. Help more people. We have plenty of month left. So our social media shout outs of the week. Congratulations, ladies. Jamie Runner, Michelle King, and Mara Chester went ahead, and these are the things that came across my news feed this past week from last Thursday until now that caught my eye, that meant something, that I want to celebrate you guys doing the work. Jamie, you obviously got up here because this is an incredible way for you to share your results without a transformation photo, without a side-by-side of this is me then and this is me now. I understand that after a while of posting transformation photos, you feel like you need to show something else. This hits home for a lot of people. It does for me. This was a big part of my story. Couple of years ago, and really almost every time I ever get on a plane, I at least do an Instagram story of it, where like I have the seatbelt strap and it's, I flap it, and sometimes I take a little boomerang and I'll say something to the effect of I never take this for granted. This didn't used to look like this. I used to have the extender. And that was a big part of what was so uncomfortable of carrying all that excess weight. So the fact that you put this out there impacted, you're at SC8, so I know it impacted somebody, anytime you do something that's this vulnerable and this authentic, people notice and people respond. So congratulations. Loved the post. And congratulations to Michelle. This is another one that I thought was really good. I know she and I had a conversation earlier this week about how she started taking photos, like selfies of herself. She's like, I feel like I post the same selfies all the time. And so I talked to her about her niche market and all the things, but I love that she took that advice and moved forward with it. And number two, she's using her children in this to show the same thing she could have shown with just a selfie, but the kids are adorable. And she also, I wanted to share with you guys, this is on her fitness account. So she has a regular account and then like a business account. Not like an Instagram business account, but like an account where she doesn't show pictures of her kids' faces because she feels like that it just is something she doesn't want to do. This is a really great way to show off a part of herself without showing off something she's uncomfortable with. I loved it. I also loved that it is anti-diet culture because that's a big part of what our team is about. We don't promote dieting. We don't promote that culture in any way, shape, or form. And so I loved that she showcased this as a lifestyle of enjoying a treat. And she added some value in showing people how you can still enjoy ice cream and stay on your plan. So I love that. And then Mara, I don't know what changed in Mara's social media recently, but she's been doing a whole lot more videos, and Instagram as a whole is responding really positively to videos. So I loved the way she's formatting this. I will tell you, it's not my style personally, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just because it doesn't fit the typical mold of what, you see. If you go and you look at fitness influencers and fitness accounts, they're doing a lot of what she's doing here, where they're taking these little video clips of workouts and because she is a fitness instructor. So this is going to be a part of her branding is fitness. So I love that she's got a very easy flow of this is what's going on. So congratulations, Mara. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Okay, just a couple of other little announcements. And shoot, I forgot the rest of the announcement slides. So we are having a Team Nourished Summit. It will be July 14th through the 18th, and the location will most likely be in Texas. We are piggybacking with Together Rising, Moira Kusaba's team that's #1 in the entire network. They are having a big summit in Texas, and we are piggybacking and we're going. I understand that some people don't feel comfortable with traveling yet, and that's okay. You're not penalized for not coming to this. But my little travel happy heart and my social connection heart and my extrovert who needs people and community and believes that that is the catalyst that changed my business from this like kind of sort of hobby thing that like sometimes I would do and sometimes I wouldn't. And when it was convenient to me, I would share, into really having like a fire and a passion for this was because of Summit. And so I feel like we as a whole, our entire company, and I mean, obviously as a country and businesses in general, have been at such a detriment this year because travel and getting together has not been an option. We are going to facilitate that on a level that hopefully makes people feel like they can be safe, but they can still gather. So please keep these dates on your calendar. Again, as I continue to learn more information about where we're staying and all of that, I will push that out. We are still looking to see if there's houses available because I would personally prefer getting a house together as a team. And that way, while we can do all of the summity things and we can do all the trainings and the parties and all of the things, we can also be together as a group. And that there's so much value in that. It's such a fun time. And then I will put out to qualifications for earning your accommodations for free, different meals that we're doing, like we're going to go out and have a diamond dinner and we're going to have a spa day and do some other things, but those will come with qualifications. So I'll let you guys know as soon as we figure those out. Okay, and last but back up. Nope, keep going back. Okay, couple of other announcements that I did not make cards for, and I'm really kind of mad that I forgot to make cards for it. Pumpkin, no, not pumpkin. Salted caramel. I'm really going crazy. We leave in like 2 hours for Maui, so my mind is like in 100 different directions. Salted caramel Shakeology launches on Tuesday. If you are anything like me, you did not like it last time. I know some people who really loved it. I wasn't one of them. They have reformulated it. It doesn't have the sharp taste. Everybody described it as having the sharp taste. I would agree. They said they've changed the formula completely on it. It does not have that sharp taste at all. It's more caramel than it is salted. I think most people last time tasted the salted and not the caramel. And now it's going to be more of a caramel flavor. So I'm really, really excited to try it again. It comes out on Tuesday. If I'm not mistaken, boxes are $56 or $52. It's a pack of 14. You cannot have it on Home Direct. It is a one-time purchase only. I'm trying to think of other details for it. I will let you guys know as soon as it's live. I will post it in our team page. We will have a giveaway associated with it. So if you order boxes or you have clients that order boxes, you can get into a giveaway. What else? You can order up to 5 boxes. Oh, and the other thing is shipping on it. So they gave some flat rates for shipping, which I posted in our team page. So I'm not going to go back over those. But the cool thing is if you want to stack it with a home, like something that you are going to get on Home Direct. So like maybe you've been putting off getting Energize on Home Direct and you're like, all right, now I'm going to get Energize on Home Direct. If you do Energize on Home Direct and a box of salted caramel Shakeology, it gives you the Home Direct shipping price, which is a really good deal. I think it's like $2 or something like that. It's really great. So just know that that's kind of a shipping cost hack if you want to do that. What else? There was one other thing. Oh, and if you have coaches on your team or you personally need to get active, this will, a purchase of 1 box of salted caramel Shakeology will get you active. So just know that going into it. So super cool there. And then the other announcement is that 30 Day Breakaway is launching live on Beachbody On Demand on Monday, meaning it is in front of the VIP paywall. So as of Monday, you will no longer have to make an additional purchase to have 30 Day Breakaway. I want to give you guys a little heads up. That's why I've been doing 30 Day Breakaway, because now I can get people they're seeing me do it. They're seeing what I'm doing and they're responding quickly to that. They're like, I want to do that. And I'm like, awesome. We're going to get you signed up on Monday because you get to save money doing it. It's not really true. Honestly, you can get a 30 Day Breakaway pack for $160 right now, or you can get Beachbody On Demand for $160. But they feel special. There's no difficulty and benefit of anything of like. There's no disadvantage of doing it that way. So I would just encourage you guys to share that that's going to be on Beachbody On Demand live. And give it a shot yourself if you haven't already done it. I cannot believe that I love 30 Day Breakaway, but I really, really love 30 Day Breakaway. So those are the team announcements that I forgot to put on slides. Sorry about that. Okay, so our social media training for the night, hopefully you guys can see this, but it is hashtag issues. So we are going to be talking about hashtags on Instagram tonight. So why are hashtags important? Posts with at least one hashtag get 70% more likes and 392% more comments than those without it, according to some Agora Pulse, which is somebody that measures those kind of things. I thought that was really interesting, and I would personally agree that my posts that have hashtags do significantly better than the ones that do not. And it has nothing to do with anything other than just the fact that I put hashtags there. If you don't know if you're watching the replay, I feel like everybody on this call would know what a hashtag is. But if you're watching the replay and you don't know what a hashtag is the pound symbol. For those of us that are, probably in our 30s, we didn't know this symbol as hashtag. We knew it as pound on the phone, on the dial. But now it is hashtag. And basically it's a clickable internal link that takes everything that has that same hashtag and puts it in like one folder. So if you want to think about it that way, if we have Instagram being a big file cabinet, a hashtag is a folder. So it's like, I'm going to pull out this folder and look through all of these posts that all are in the same category. So that, if you didn't know what a hashtag is, that's what it is. Really cool way to find new people. If you're interested in expanding your network, like we talked about last week, using hashtags to do that is a really great way. But know that when you're using a hashtag to grow your network, it is not, yes, there is an aspect of it that makes you visible to other people. That's not how you get people to follow you. We can do a whole nother training. I'll probably do another social media training, little blurb about this specific technique. for expanding your network using hashtags. But it's a really cool way for you to expand your network by clicking on that hashtag. So like, for example, one of the ones I use is Christian Mama, hashtag Christian Mama. I am a Christian mama. My posts have to do with being a Christian mama. It fits. So there we go. So if I click on that, it's going to pull everybody else's posts on Instagram that have also hashtag Christian Mama. Guess whose people those might be, or guess who they might enjoy following? Me. So I'll go to one of them that looks like somebody I might like, and I look at their stuff and I might comment on it, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, we'll do a whole training on that specifically, but hashtags are important. So you need to be using them. Instagram allows you to use up to 30 hashtags. But remember, this includes hashtags both in your caption and in your comments. Hashtags should be specific to the post. This is something that is different, and I won't say new, but it's different than the advice that used to be given for Instagram training. Old school Instagram, you wanted to hashtag basically things like you. So I'll give you some examples. So no matter what my post was, it always had the same block of hashtags. Hashtag Christian Mama, hashtag mom of two, hashtag military spouse, hashtag nutrition counselor, hashtag Old Navy athletic wear, hashtag, just eat real food. It was about my brand. That is not what Instagram does anymore. They actually bury content if the hashtag does not in some way match the content. So if I have a picture up of a green salad and it's a recipe of this wonderful green salad, and I've hashtag mom of two, hashtag Beachbody coach, hashtag Hawaii life, hashtag Jeep owner, hashtag I love pine trees, like whatever. Instagram buries that in the hashtag. It's not that they take it out of the file folder like we were talking about. They stick it in the back because they don't think it's relevant. So you want to make sure that you are hashtagging what is appropriate for the photo. So for example, Jamie, you took photos of you and your kids at the lighthouse yesterday. If you hashtag Hawaii hiking, hashtag mom of two, hashtag boy mom, hashtag lighthouse, hashtag, weight loss journey or hiking weight loss journey. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that fits that post. Whereas if your hashtags are all about recipes, it would go to the back of the file folder. Hopefully that makes sense. Hashtags go in the comments of the post. And that's just, this was an interesting thing to me, and this used to be different. You used to not be able to do this. They used to make you put the hashtags in the caption of the photo so that it would be seen more often. That's not the case anymore. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you put it in the caption of the photo or in the comment, but putting it in the comment makes it look nicer overall in the caption, and you can do it very quickly in the comments. So I would encourage you to do it in the comments. I like it personally in the comments. Let's see. Keep a list on the notes section of your phone of your foremost common types of posts. So that's something that I have started to do, and I really, really encourage you guys. I think it takes a lot of stress off when you are when you're looking at what to post. So like I would encourage you to find 4 things, like go back through your Instagram and grab 4 things that you post about most often. So if it's hiking, which for me, one of them is hiking and Hawaii life kind of things. One of them is food. One of them is like spiritual life, devotional, Christian kind of inspirational kind of things. And the other one might be mom life. Okay. So those are my 4 most common types of posts. So I did more research on those types of posts because I use those types of posts all the time. And I looked up what hashtags work really well for those posts. And I made a note on my phone. So you go into the notes section of your phone, in case you don't know what that looks like. It's this little like notepad looking thing right there. And I typed out those hashtags. And so when I'm ready to use them, I literally copy them and paste them into the comments. So that's something you want to do as soon as you post the post. You copy and paste the first comment as the hashtags. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Do your research, find hashtags that actually have people looking for them. I see a lot of people use hashtags that are misspelled. Guess who's not going to see them? I mean, again, if you think of using hashtags as using a file folder or an index, and I want to look up hashtags Hawaii. If I spelled Hawaii wrong, guess what's not going to come up in the hashtag Hawaii? My photo. So you want to make sure that you are spelling things correctly, or if it's spelled incorrectly, it's on purpose. Like no regrets, but it's regrets, which is like a funny thing for tattoos. So like if tattoos are your thing and you want to be like hashtag no regrets, that is an actually popular hashtag that is misspelled on purpose, if that makes sense. So last little bit about this, do not hashtag Beachbody, Beachbody coach, anything about that at all. It is not helpful. And the only people that look at that are other Beachbody coaches who you are not selling your things to. So don't do it. It also immediately puts a stigma in people's mind and they make a snap judgment about you and what you're doing based on the fact that you've hashtagged that. So for example, I have a lot of girls on my feed who sell Monade or whatever it's called. I don't like the company. I mean, I'm sure the company is fine. I don't like the products. So if I see them hashtagging Monet or whatever it is, I will scroll right by, even if the content is good, because I'm assuming that the post is about them selling Monet. I don't care to buy Monet, so I'm not going to read that post. Hopefully that makes sense when you think about Beachbody as well. If somebody sees that you're hashtagging Beachbody and they maybe had a bad experience with Beachbody one time, guess what they're going to do? Or they think they don't want Beachbody or whatever. They're going to keep on scrolling and they're not even going to read it. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot without even meaning to. So I just don't hashtag that. There's no benefit to hashtagging it whatsoever. The only thing you may want to consider is tagging in, like when you go to post, it can say like tag people. You can tag Shakeology, you can tag Beachbody, you can tag Carl Deichler so that they see your post if it's something that you're trying to get reshared in the Shakeology like Instagram. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Anybody have any questions about that? Let me check the chat. Okay. Anybody have any questions about hashtag stuff before we move on? Okay. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to move into, so once a month, every month, we do a product training call. That is this call for this month. And the product that we are doing this month is the Ultimate Reset. Sorry if that was covering it up. Here are some amazing transformations for that. We're going to kind of go into some Q&A at the end. So if you get a question or you've seen it done before and you have a question, I have done it 4 times, 5 times, 4 times, 4 times. 4 times. Carrie's done it. I think Amanda Harold, you've done it, right? Yeah, Amanda Harold's done it. I think Amy Myers has done it, maybe. I can't remember if you ended up doing it or not, Amy. So we are here and available to you to answer any questions that you have. Maybe you did it and you hated it and you had a bad experience. Like, let's talk about that too, and talk about things that you might try differently next time or whatever. Let's see, hold on, chat. Currently trying to post to IG about coaching. It sees it. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see. Currently trying to post to IG about coaching and it keeps saying there's an error. Do you feel like Instagram might recognize that I'm talking about making money? I've got a disclaimer in there. I have no idea. That's not a question I have any expertise in whatsoever. I'm sorry. Okay, so ultimate reset. So what is the ultimate reset? The ultimate reset is a cleanse. It's a 21-day detox cleanse. I market it as a gut health detox, mostly because gut health detox is a really popular buzzword for a detox. And that is technically what this is. So this is not a weight loss detox, even though typically people do lose weight on it. Your gut health, I did an entire podcast on gut health. So if you want more like scientific, nerdy nutrition stuff on gut health, I can refer you to that podcast. It'll have a ton of information on it. But basically, you have two brains in your body. You have your brain, and you have your gut brain, your gut microbiome. And your gut microbiome has a lot to do with mood. It has a lot to do with the quality of your skin. It has a lot to do with fatigue. It has a lot to do with your overall endocrine system and immunity and all of that. Your gut health has a lot to do with a lot of what's going on in your body. And so if you are experiencing things that cannot really be explained very well, and maybe you've talked to your doctor and they're like, I don't know, there's not really an easy way. I encourage people to give this a shot. This is not in any way dangerous. It's not in any way like calorically restrictive. And we'll talk about like the actual specifics of it going forward in just a minute, but like there are some more difficult parts for some people, but it is, in my opinion, one of the best products that Beachbody offers in our entire library. It is a really, really, really great way for people who cannot start with exercise to begin. It really, I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. I listed out here who, and really I didn't do the slide part of it. That was Jackie, because she always puts together amazing things, and I'm not going to recreate the wheel when she's already done it for me. So who is this cleanse for? People to have more energy and feel better, improve their mental clarity, experience better digestion and more positive mood, enable your body to function more efficiently, to lose weight, to improve your overall health, and to feel the best they've ever felt. Guys, there are some really incredible testimonies that have come out of doing the Ultimate Reset. It's been a part of Beachbody's library of products before Shakeology, I know. So before 12 years, because Shakeology is celebrating its 12-year anniversary right now. So even before 12 years ago, Ultimate Reset was created. So Ultimate Reset was created by Darren O'Lean and Isabella Deichler to really give people an opportunity to cleanse and detox in a very, very healthy way, in a whole food centered way. Their explanation for why do a cleanse, just because our environment has become more toxic, the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, everything around us now is filled with toxins just by the effect of us living on Earth for as long as human beings have lived on Earth. And so this allows you to have a gut health detox that kind of resets your system, allows your digestion to reset. And really what I find the best about this is that it really changes, and again, I'm going to use some bigger nutrition words, it changes the bioavailability of your food. Meaning a lot of times people eat things and they drink things and they take supplements and their body is not using the nutrients to the best of its ability because there's a lot of excess toxin buildup. There's a lot of just damage in the alkalinity of your body. Alkaline is like being acidic or being alkaline, and your body functions better being alkaline, and this helps your body get back to the alkaline state. So that's why cleanse. What does it entail? It is a 3-week cleanse. It does, I mean, they're like reclaim, release, restore, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Phase 1 is you still get to eat some animal protein and some dairy, and then it phases out throughout the week. You start week 2 with no animal products whatsoever, but you do still eat grains and beans. Week 3, you really move into almost all fruits and vegetables. There's a little bit of grains sprinkled in week 3, but it is not much. It is straight fruits, straight vegetables, not raw food. You are cooking your food, mostly because our bodies process cooked food a little bit better most of the time than they do raw foods. They're easier to digest. Um, so the majority of the foods there are cooked. What Beachbody Ultimate Reset is not, it's not a starvation diet. If I would say if I get more comments about one thing, it's the fact that there's more food, especially in the beginning, than people feel typically comfortable to eat. They're like, no, I can't eat that much food. I can't eat that big of a meal. And, just have to remind people that it is a lot of food, but it's because it's all whole food, your body processes it more quickly and you will be hungry if you choose not to eat the food. Don't make yourself sick, don't stuff yourself, but it is a lot of food. The other nice thing about the Ultimate Reset is if you're hungry and you don't feel like the portions are enough, you increase the portions. Like you can have more green beans. It's not going to like, oh, I had an extra serving of green beans and that ruins the entire thing. No, if you're hungry, have more green beans kind of thing. It is not a laxative based colon focused cleanse. Colon cleanses and stuff like that actually do not cleanse the body. They might clean out your pooper, but they are not cleaning out your body. They are not doing anything. And other than oftentimes destroying the gut microbiome and setting that balance off kilter again. So I actually really, really speak out openly about colon cleanses and stuff like that. It is also not an abrupt cleanse that's hard on the body. So if you've ever seen people take juice cleanses and they go from literally eating like they normally eat to drinking only juice, and all they do is drink juice, and they get angry and they are like run into the bathroom and they feel like crap and they feel like they're having the flu and all of that. That's because they've changed dramatically what's happening inside of their body all of the sudden. And so this, because of the nature of the 3 weeks, it gradually steps you into a vegetable and fruit based diet on that end. It's not, because it's not abrupt, your body actually typically responds very, very well to it. There are supplements involved in it. Each day there's certain supplements. And again, I'll go into some more specifics of it here in a second. Wanted to give you guys some testimonials. This is my friend Erin Hopkins. She's a part of Moira's team as well. She's a dear, dear friend of mine. And it's funny, when I did the cleanse several years ago, she and I were talking about it and she was like, nope, can't do it. No way. Never, ever, ever gonna do it. Like, won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'm not giving up wine. I'm not giving up, energize, and I'm not giving up coffee. I'm not doing any of that. And you're not really supposed to exercise on the Ultimate Reset either. And she's, again, an exercise junkie and uses exercise as like anti-anxiety kind of things. So hers was, for me, it was about mental health. I was dealing with months of insomnia and was about to get back on my anxiety meds. I decided as a last ditch effort to do the thing I said I would never do, the Ultimate Reset. Started sleeping again. Oh yeah, and she wasn't sleeping. That was a big thing for her. She wasn't sleeping and she started sleeping again on day 5. The fog lifted and she dropped 18 pounds in 21 days. So again, while this isn't a weight loss cleanse, oftentimes when you eliminate foods that are inflammatory to your body, guess what happens to your body? It sheds weight, and a lot of times it sheds weight very quickly. This person, I think it's Emily Favre, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, the program has been hugely transformative for me. I'm now plant-based. I lost 31 pounds in total, 14 during my reset. The leanest, no, it's not Emily Favre then. The leanest in forever. My hormones are happy at 42. Definitely not Emily Favre. And I'm doing it again this month. Just finished this person says, just finished the Ultimate Reset. Highly recommend everyone doing this. So empowering. The mental clarity and emotional stability gained is legit priceless. Extra perk that I lost 11 freaking pounds in 21 days at 40 years old. And this person said, it's time for me to do it again. I do it at least once a year and honestly should likely love on the reset. I don't know what that means. My body always feels amazing. I sleep better and have so much more energy. I would echo all of the same sentiments. And Carrie, I put yours and mine up here too. Man, I couldn't find your side by sides when you did it. I don't know where they were. I looked, but also admittedly, I looked like 20 minutes ago, or 30 minutes ago. So if they were buried, I did not find them. Carrie did this, you said it was a year ago, and I did this the first 21 days of December. So December 1st through the 21st. And I actually got a lot of crap for doing it in December. People were like, I can't believe you would do that. What a holiday season. Best decision I ever made. I used to do it in May every year, like the first 21 days of May, because my birthday is May 24th. And I thought, like, what a great way to end the year and like set myself up for great results in the beginning of the year. Nothing wrong with that. Doing it in December was so, so amazing for my body, for my mindset, for continuing my results through the holiday season. I felt so good, you guys. So, so, so good. Um, I did follow the recommendation of not exercising a lot. I did take walks, I did do yoga, but I did not exercise. Carrie, I'm going to unmute you here in a second and have you kind of run down your experience. But I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to say about my experience. My whole purpose for doing it is because I had developed a grain insensitivity, or not insensitivity, a grain sensitivity. And so I was getting very, very, very bloated. Every time I would have grains, I would bloat like that. I mean, before the end of the night, I felt like I had a pregnant belly because grains were just not digesting well. Did the cleanse. I think I lost, gosh, I should have like taken note of this. 14 pounds, 13 pounds, 14 pounds, something like that. I really don't remember. I should look it back up. Lost 13 or 14 pounds. Again, I would say mostly from inflammation and grains building up in my system. Really, really a positive experience. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's, if I could, well, not if I could always go back and do it again right now, but I would go back and do it again right now. I love it. I love the structure of it. And my only last little thing before I let Carrie talk is having kids and doing it. I get a lot of questions about from mamas who are like, oh, but I can't do that because then I'm making like a bunch of different meals. My way of doing it was making my meal as my family's side dish and just making them a protein. So whatever I had for dinner, they also had for dinner, and I just made them a protein and I didn't eat the protein. That was the way that, and really they loved it. I mean, the recipes, my kids also like, I understand that my kids are not super picky, but or Davin isn't, Eden kind of is, but it's interesting. I feel like as Eden's gotten older and older, I feel like she will probably be our one that ends up as a vegetarian because she really could care less about meat. Like if she eats it, she eats it, but if it's not there, she doesn't care. Davin is my carnivore, and he's like, so there's more meat, right? Yeah, all right, there's more chicken. So anyways, Carrie, you want to unmute yourself and tell them about your experience with the Ultimate Reset?
Yeah, sure. We're having like a really bad thunderstorm, so you might
Uh-oh.
hear thunder in the background. That's why Waylon jumped up here with me because he's not a fan. So that was the one and only time that I've done it. Thought about doing it again, but I felt like I can remember sleeping like a rock, and just actually feeling rested.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's a difference between, like getting enough sleep, which is great, but like I actually felt just like a sense of almost like calmness, and I was just like, okay, this is cool. For me, I will say some of the ingredients were a little bit challenging to get because of just I live in a small area, so the ingredients, most of them I could get, but some of them I was out of town and just grabbed them while I was out to have.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun to try new recipes, and I still use some of the recipes now that were in the book. Like the tempeh, I thought I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna like absolutely hate tempeh, and I use tempeh like probably once a month now still.
It's funny.
Um, I honestly, I will say I got tired of the salad, like having that salad for lunch every day. Like I was like, okay, let's switch it up. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it wasn't horrible. Um, what else? So the very first week was when Joel was traveling and doing like 10 round stuff. So I did like 2 workouts because him and Autumn were here in Richmond. So
Mhm.
I did
Oh
2
yeah.
workouts. Yeah, there was the very first week, that Saturday. I met Carl. Well, I'd already met him, but I saw Carl again. I was like, "Hey, I'm on the reset." He was like, "Oh gosh, like, what are you doing here?" kind of thing. Yeah, but he just like gave me a couple of pointers about it, and I went on doing the workouts with Autumn and Joel, and I was very, 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 very sore.
Mhm.
Um, but I did do a few like lower impact things later on just because I really crave movement. Like Danielle's the nutrition nerd and I'm like the fitness. Like
Mhm.
I'm all about just moving my body. So that really was the hardest part for me. And I'm somebody that socially drinks like pretty much every weekend. Um, and so my brother-in-law and my now sister-in-law were supposed to be getting married, but everything had to get pushed back because of COVID. But I had like a bridal shower for her and we had a brunch for them both. And I was like in the middle of the reset on both of them. Actually, the brunch was like the day
Kinda
before I
early in it?
finished the
Oh, was
reset.
it? I thought one was, like, really early in
The
your
bridal shower was,
yeah.
and then the brunch was day 20, and everybody was like, "Oh, come on, like, can't you just you've already, like, basically done it," and I was like, "No, finishing it out." But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I had that the experience, and I would probably do it again, but I'm someone that because just because of my lifestyle, I would like to know what events I have on the horizon that I'm just keeping it real. Like that's for
Yeah.
me, that's what would help determine like when I would do it again.
Mhm.
But I definitely would. It
Yeah.
was a good experience.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good experience. I did too. Like I said, I've done it 4 times. I've done it and it's been harder than other times. I think think when you have a lot to detox from, it is harder on your body. One of the side effects that I experienced definitely this time, and I know the first time, I'm trying to think of the 2 times in the middle I experienced the same thing. I remember the first time I thought something was like literally wrong. Like I was kind of freaking out. But the cool thing is Beachbody has online communities of people who are actively doing it that are not just like our people. And so like I could go in there and there's like experts in there. And remember the first time I did it, went in there and was like, oh my God, my legs hurt so bad. My hips and my like quads and my hamstrings just ached and ached and ached. And it's very normal. It is a symptom of your body detoxing. It is a symptom of muscular inflammation leaving your body. And it happened for like 3 days, 2 days, something like that. I don't know, Carrie, if you experienced that at
I
all.
remember you telling. Um, I just think I was very. I mean, maybe part of my soreness was that in
Hmm.
addition to um like working out pretty
Yeah.
intensely when you're not supposed to. Um, but yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Oh man. I literally thought I was like, something is wrong with my legs. Like it felt like, I mean, they just ached and ached. This last time, it was almost a non-event. Like to be, and not, I mean, I still had the muscular aching, but there wasn't a whole lot of it. I was not tired. This last time I did it, I felt like a freaking million bucks. I had so much energy during it. I don't think I took a single nap. I remember there was either the second or the third time. I think it was the last time before when I did it with Cece and Jen and them. Um, where I was very tired, like all the time. Like I remember I napped probably like, I don't know, 18 out of the 21 days or something like that. It was just lethargic, which is normal too. I mean, when your body's doing a lot of internal work, it's normal for you to be more tired. And the response to that is take a nap and rest. We're such a culture of people that do not rest. And so our bodies will at some point rebel and make you rest. You'll either get sick or you will fall asleep. And so that happened. I'm trying to think of any other like really notable things. There was one of the times that I did it where I think it was again, I think it was that last time when I did it with Cece and Jen and them. I had like intense feelings of needing to clean and purge my house. Like it was I think it was the January before we moved here. Maybe it was even the one before that. No, it was the one before that because I remember eating some of the meals at our like small group's house, and it's my friend Michelle's house. And y'all, like I would like get up in the morning and be like, I gotta empty these drawers. I gotta clean it out. And again, kind of was like, what is wrong with me? Because that's not something that I just naturally want to do. And it's very common when you're having a body detox to also feel like you want to detox other things. I remember when Jen did it, she felt very emotional, some of it. And again, some of that emotional release is really normal to be releasing emotions like that. So we can answer more questions about that. But I did want to make sure, because we're getting toward the end of time here. There are 2 price points for it. You do get 25% off the listed price. You can do the base kit. So if you already have a Shakeology, this is a really great way for you to try it. Again, you get 25% off the listed price. When I sell it to customers, I almost always, I don't even give them an option. I don't give them a base. They literally have no idea, right? Like, they have no idea what this all entails. So I tell them it's $225. I get Success Club points for it. They get everything they need and a little bit more because they actually get 2 bags of Shakeology. The only thing you have to make sure with the challenge pack is that they go in and turn off the home direct. Because if they don't turn off the home direct, they're going to get billed the next month for 2 bags of Shakeology, I think, and the maintenance kit. And it's a lot. So I always set a reminder in my calendar to say, like, the week that they should be finishing it or the week before, to send them a message and say, hey, make sure you go on to and I send them the live chat link. Make sure you go on this link and have them cancel your home direct for the Beachbody Ultimate Reset. I'll touch back with you toward the end of your reset about if you want to continue on with the Shakeology, etc., and, get into Beachbody On Demand. And then I sell them a new challenge pack as a coach. And then I get 2 more Success Club points. They get a discount as a coach. Life is good for everybody. But this is how it's sold. So just so you know. All right, I think that's the end of my slides. It is. Okay, so let me stop share here. Does anybody have any questions about it? Let me check the chat. Jamie, definitely interested in doing it. I love it. And I don't know. I love it. So my husband and I have been considering doing the full 21 days. Not 100% sure, but we like the 3-day. I like this more than the 3-day, Amy, personally. I think the 3-day calorically is incredibly restrictive. 3-day reset is, or refresh. But to me, it is not enough food. And it is not a step down for me. I've done it and I've loved it. And I've probably done the reset or the refresh, 3-day refresh. I don't know, 5-6 times in the last 7 years, something like that, maybe more. I don't know. I do it whenever I feel like I need quick little refresh, but this is different and I like it more, but that's just me.
Yeah. I feel like the refresh versus the reset, like that's more of like a mindset thing, I think, than anything. It's like, oh, this is 3 days, I can do it, versus 21 days.
Right.
But I agree. Like every time I do the refresh, I am like always hungry. Whereas on the reset, I was like, sometimes I would struggle to finish the food. It's
a
so
lot
much.
of food. It is. The other thing to note about the refresh that you just need to know going into it, it is all food preparation. There's not really a lot of shortcuts with it. So I have developed my own personal system of making it really easy on myself. It does take a little sacrifice and a little time, but I like doing it this way. So every night, if Matt was home, he'd put the kids to bed. And after dinner, as I'm cleaning up, I would look through the meals for the next day. And I would either prepare the full meal for the next day and have it ready to go. the night before, or if the meal included quinoa, or the meal included lentils, or the meal included rice and beans or whatever, I would do some of that in advance so that I did not feel time crunch. Here in Hawaii, I don't feel like I'm as constricted on my time like I was in Tennessee. In Tennessee, I mean, I was so busy all the time. I mean, we had months and we had school and we had preschool, and I was constantly in the car running, 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 running. And I think that last time I did it when we were in Tennessee, I think I ate probably 90% of the meals in my car in a Tupperware container. So I always did everything the night before. Here, I didn't really need to do that. I have time to cook here. So that's really helpful. There's also a function of it called what is it called, Carrie? Is it reset and a crunch? Something crunch menu,
Yeah.
time crunch. I don't remember what it's
Yeah, I
called.
don't know. But yeah, it just condenses, not condenses, but it gives like the easier meals.
Right. Yeah. And like that is really helpful. Cece just finished it like what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. And she is extremely, extremely picky. Like one of the pickiest people I've ever met in my entire life, and has very irrational pickiness about all kinds of things. And I feel like if Cece can do this, almost anybody can do it. Christy Whitaker did it when her family was going through a full kitchen renovation. So she didn't even have a kitchen when she did it. I mean, you talk about a commitment to doing something. She's like got a rice cooker in her garage, like doing her thing. It's a lot of salads. It's a lot of fruit. A lot of fruit. That, Carrie, you said you got tired of the salads. Mine was the fruit. Like, I like fruit, but man, it'll kill the fruit joy for me real quick when that's all I can have for breakfast. And it fills you up, and you're like, I'm never going to be full from this big bowl of fruit. Sure enough, I'm full till lunchtime, but I just was done. I'm like, I don't want any more fruit. So I'm trying to think of anything else. Ingredients wise, some of the ingredients are harder to find. They're not going to be your traditional things that you're usually putting in your cart. There's some seaweed, miso. It's very heavily Asian inspired because Asian culture does a lot of gut health foods. They eat a lot of alkaline inducing foods. And so it's got a lot of Asian inspired stuff. And the other thing to note is that I had seen in the elite thread thing for roundtable that they are not reformulating it, that's not the right word, but like I don't know the right terminology for it, but they are changing it up and offering more meals. So they're going to be changing up some of the meals, since some people have been doing this for 12, 13, 14 years. They're like, can we get different meals? Like, why can't we have this? And they're like, oh, you can. So they've changed it up, or they are working on changing up a lot of it. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, Amy, I say do it. I mean, what do you have to lose? Like, I mean, I know it'll suck not to drink alcohol for 21 days, but like literally that's the worst part about it. And just pick 21 days that you're going to be around. So, all right, you guys, it's right at 3:00 Hawaii time. So if anybody has to hop off, totally understand. Does anybody have any more questions about this or anything else before we head out? Nope. All right, you're thinking after you move. Yeah, that would be, and Stephanie Banuelos did this right after her move. Once they got their household goods, Jamie, she did this whenever that was, January, I think it was. So they moved, got their household goods, did Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then rolled right into it and loved it. So you can always text her and ask her questions about it too. All righty, loves. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope. Yes.
And Howie, I'm so jealous. I'm so excited.
I am too. I hope the weather is nice. I don't care if the weather's nice, though. It doesn't matter. It's just something different. I just can't wait to get on the plane. Hi, Noah.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi. He's so cute. All right, you guys. Well, have a good night. Do not forget that next week's call is at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I think that's it. So, oh, and don't forget about salted caramel launching again on Tuesday. So, all right. Good night, guys. Have a good one.